Good people, today we doing this revision now. Derivatives. We'll be practicing how to derive, good people. Now we need to do 5.1.1. I hope people know how to derive, but let's get into practicing. We have this y, amen. Sorry about that, y equals to um, cube root of x squared, and then plus 3x squared minus 4x, and then plus 1 over x. Now remember guys, we can't factorize if our sum is like this. We must make sure that it's properly made. Now first thing, we must take this thing and divide it with this exponent of 2 here. So it's going to be x into 2 over 3, and then plus, this is fine, there's nothing in change there. It's going to be 3 into x squared, and then minus 4x. Now here we need to take this x to the top, so it's going to be x. Now the exponent has to change, so it's going to be negative 1. And then from here, everything is fine. Now we can do our derivative. So deriving this, it's going to be dy into dx, which is going to be equals to, now this thing here times 1 that is here, it's going to give us what? It's going to give us what? 2 over 3. Now 2 over 3, it's a 2 over 3 minus 1, which is going to give us what? X into negative 1 over 3, which is an exponent. Now plus, then this times this, which is going to give us what? Positive 6, and then x, this minus 1, it's going to give us what? It's going to give us x. So it's going to stay like that one. And then coming to this one here, it's going to be this one times this, which is going to give us a negative 4. Now remember, 1 minus 1 is 0. Anything raised to 0 is going to become 1. That 1 times this, it's going to remain as this one. So now plus, oh, let me not put plus there, because this negative 1 times this positive, it's going to give me negative. And then this 1 minus 1, it's going to be x into negative 2. So this is going to be my derivative. What is very important here now, we can't leave our answers in the negative exponent. It's very important that you leave your answers in a positive exponent. So now it's going to be 2 into this 3 here, and then this has to come into the denominator, which is going to be 1 over 3, and then plus 6x, this is fine, and then minus 4, this is fine, and then negative 1 all over x into what? Into positive 2. That is now very correct. This is beautiful. Now let's go to 5.2. We say f into t is what? It's 4, and then bracket, and then square root of t, and then we're having what? Plus 3. This is all into bracket, and then we have t into 3, and then into 2. Now first thing here, we must simplify what we have here before we do a lot of things here. Now this is 4. Simplifying this, it's just t into 1 over 2, and then plus. Now this exponent is going to times the exponent of 3, which is here, which is going to be 3 into 2. Then 3 into 2 is what? It's just 8. Oh, sorry, it's 9. So it's going to be 9, and then this 3 times this 3, it's going to be t into what? Into 6. And then here, timesing this, is just 4 into 1 over 2, and then plus 9 into t into 6. I hope everything is fine here. Now deriving this is just f prime of t, which is going to be 1 over 2 times 4, which is going to give us what? Which is going to give us 2. And then we're going to say 1 over 2 minus 1, which is going to give us what? T into negative 1 over 2. And then we're going to say 6 times 9. It's going to give us what? Positive 5 over 4. And then from there, we're going to say 6 minus 1, which is going to give us what? Which is going to give us 5. Now, remember now, we don't keep our answers in the negative exponent. So we must leave this exponent as positive. How can you make it positive? We're going to say 2 all over t into 1 over 2, which is positive. So we take this into the denominator. And then now it's plus 54 into t into 5. So this is the answer that we are supposed to make. Now, having 5.3, let's do 5.3 on this slide. Now, we have d into x, where it's now 2x squared minus 7x plus 3, and then bracket into x minus 3 into negative 1, then bracket. Now this is very, very interesting now, because we are having this, then this thing here means this can just go straight into the division sign, because this is just a multiplication. So it's like x over y. If I can take y to the other side, it's just going to be x times y into negative 1, which is exactly the same thing that I can do here. I can just apply the same theory there, which is 2 into x squared minus 7x plus 3. Take this to the denominator, which is going to make x minus 3. I hope, guys, you understand what we are doing here, because this is exactly that it is. Now, dx, now here at the top, first thing that we need to do here, we must derive that thing. Now, let's see what are the factors that we have in terms of derivative. Derivative factorization, we have learned them in grade 10. So I hope you know how to find the factors here. The factors that I have here, first thing we have x minus 3, and then another one, it's going to be 2x what minus 1, and then all over x minus 3. And then from here, this cancels this, and then we're left with my dx into 2x minus 1. Then from here, we can derive this thing. Deriving this thing, remember, if we do a derivative, you don't have to put dx again. So deriving this is just 2, because this one is going to times this, which is going to make a 2. 1 minus 1, it's 0. Anything raised to 0, it's 1. 1 times 2 is just 2. The derivative of a constant is what? It's 0. So we don't have to put 0. So this is my derivative. I hope you understood, guys. I hope you did like the video. Thank you so much. If you did like the video, umakebalo, guys, subscribe to the channel. Danko.